Okay, so today we have Morrissey and a song from Under the Floorboards. Now, of course, this is a cover from the original song by the band Magazine. I've never heard of Magazine, never heard their version, so maybe I should have, I don't know. But this title just grabbed me, and I thought, what the hell? I mean, the title is almost, it sounds haunting. I mean, floorboards, I don't know why. I'm just like, whose floorboards are we talking about? John Wayne Gacy's? I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it, talk about it after. Almost 4 minutes long. Let's have some fun. Let's just go.
I am angry, I am ill, and I'm as ugly as sin. I don't know what keeps me alive and kicking.
Relatable.
I know the meaning of life, it doesn't help me a bit. I know beauty and I know a good thing when I speak it. This is a song from under the floorboards. Here is a song from where the wall is cracked. My force of habit, I am an insect, and I must confess I'm very proud of that. I have known the highest and I've known the best. I accord death all of its due respect. But the brightest jewel inside of me glows with pleasure at my own stupidity. This is a song from under the floorboards. Here is a song from where the wall is cracked. My force of habit, I am an insect, and I must confess I'm very proud of that. To make phantoms I could later chase, images of all that could be desired. Then I got tired of counting all of these so-called blessings, and then I just got tired. This is a song from under the floorboards. Here is a song from where the wall is cracked. My force of habit, I am an insect, and I must confess I'm very proud of that. This is a song from under the floorboards. Here is a song from where the wall is cracked. My force of habit, I am an insect, and I must confess I'm very proud of that.
Oh my gosh. There it is, Morrissey and a song from under the floorboards, and again, it's a cover. But I gotta say, this is like other songs I've heard him cover, and I know he has a whole cover album, which I remember I reacted to one song, and then somebody said, never do that again. Don't react to this album. Anyway, so that just made me think of that whole thing. But California Sun, I do believe. But every time, anyway, with this song too, what comes to mind is he knows when to pick songs that like you would think he wrote. I mean, these words speak so much to Morrissey. I said at one point, after the whole thing of him just, saying, I'm just tired. I mean, yeah, relatable. And so many lines here were so poignant, and you talk about, the rat race of life, and I forget what he said specifically. We'll get to them in the lyrics, of course, but when he talked about he knows the truth to life or whatever it was, but it still didn't help him, and it's like, again, so relatable, so so kind of sad and depressing, but again, I just feel it, and again, it's something you can imagine Morrissey writing out, but it wasn't him. It was Magazine, and I got to listen to Magazine's original version now. I got to do that at some point. But anyway, I just got to say, I love how much swagger there is on the song, and I love how self-assuring the song is too, because I was thinking, okay, so is this song just kind of about a guy who feels like crap, is treated like crap, can't reach the societal norms, whatever it is, and is treated like an outcast? But then I like how he says, I'm an insect and I'm proud of that. So it's like he's happy about his who he is. I mean, again, self-assurance, self-fulfillment, that kind of a thing, and being maybe insignificant. Oh my goodness, being insignificant to others, but being fine with that because he's true to himself. I mean, I was like, I feel like that may be the point here, and I just love that. And again, it's so, maybe you don't hear Morrissey talk like that all the time, and be so self-reassuring in a song, perhaps, but I like this one here. But he does have that throughout his catalog. Usually it's just very maybe self-deprecating, but and there is some of that here too. But at the same point, he's very happy with who he is, and happy with his problems, his faults, his stupidity. I just love that so much. It's very what's the word I'm thinking of? Very humiliating, but in a good way. And so I just like that a lot. And I talked about the swagger. The drumming here. Matt Walker is on the drumming. I did see the personnel, apparently, and I know the song came out around the time of Ringleader of the Tormentors. It was a B-side for one of those songs on that. And I know the guy, Matt Chamberlain, was on that album, but Matt Walker did the B-sides, apparently, and he was on this one. And I just love Matt Walker's sound. Again, he's always so bold. He's always plays his kit so strongly. He always just knows his timing. And I just I don't know what it is, but I feel like I could just picture him drumming, and he just, the way I felt like he hit his kit again, his drums, his snare, whatever it is, it just with so much kind of almost nonchalantly. That's what came to my head, because again, it felt like there was so much swagger to his drumming, and I don't know why that came to my head, but with Morrissey's voice as well. I mean, the musicianship here is great. The wiry, almost squirrely keyboards from Mike Ferrell, I would imagine here, Mikey Ferrell. And as well, he was, because I did see, I guess, the personnel. I'm looking at, again, from Ringleader of the Tormentors, but I believe most of these people, again, are on this song as well, even though it's a B-side. But yeah, Michael, whatever, Mikey, was on piano, organ, keyboards, and so all the different things. If it had keys, it seemed like he was on it. And it did sound like there was an organ on this too, not just keyboards, maybe a piano as well. But yeah, he was very integral to the song too, very vital to its, again, that wiry kind of futuristic keyboards I got at one point. But again, the organ I thought I heard at one point too. Like the shots of that in there, and underneath Morrissey's just I'm trying to soft, you might say, and again, reassuring vocals. I mean, I like how he comes in almost like his words barely escape his mouth. You can hear his S's and all this stuff, but it builds up, and as the song comes in, builds up very quickly, just like Morrissey. And then, by the end of the song, Morrissey's a lot more clearer, I would say, my goodness. And I just I don't know, I liked his take on this. And again, I liked how kind of almost positive he felt, and again, even talking about his inaccuracies or who he is, but at the same point, he seems like, I'm proud of that. There is a sense of pride even in Morrissey's voice too. So anyway, I really enjoyed that. Of course, I should mention, Boz and Jesse, of course, on guitars here too. Alan White, I see 3 guitarists here, and Gary Day on bass guitar. Can't take anything away from them, but I don't know, the drumming and the keyboards really took me away. But again, very bouncy, very jumpy, very jangly, from the guitar work too. So it was just, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. God damn. But I liked Morrissey's take, even though I don't know the original yet. But it fit him very well, and he chose a great song to cover. And I guess Magazine, I did see a lot of comments in on this video anyway, on the the songs video, where people said Magazine is a very underrated band and that they're glad Morrissey covered it, and he did a good job, whatever. And I'm sure some people don't like it, whatever it is, but just for me knowing this one, again, I liked its pizzazz, if you want to say. So anyway, it was just very nice. It was a light, kind of jangly listen. So if I look at these lyrics now, and apparently Morrissey did change up some of these lyrics. I don't know which ones, but of course, I like that he does that sometimes, changes up some different things. Just like when he did Moon River, he changed up some lyrics too to kind of fit it even more to him, and he kind of did that here too. So with this first verse anyway, I am angry, I am ill, and I'm ugly as sin. I mean, goddamn. I don't know. You can't get much more self-deprecating than that. And I'm ill. I mean, I think of still ill. I mean, hello. It's just it relates to him so much. So he doesn't have a great positive outlook on who he is. But we go on. I don't know what keeps me alive and kicking. Alive and kicking. I think of In Excess anyway. I know the meaning of life. It doesn't help me a bit. So that's what I was talking about earlier. I know the meaning of I got the key to unlock the key to life, but I don't know where the hell the lock is. I know beauty and I know a good thing when I speak it. So I feel like, again, the first 1, 2, 3 lines, he's very mean to himself, very rude to himself. But then the last line, I know beauty and I know a good thing when I speak it. He's still, the last line kind of puts a bit of a shot in there of like, well, I'm still okay with myself a bit. I don't know. That's what comes to my head anyway. I still know a good thing when I speak it. I can still think good things for myself. Anyway, I don't know. The first chorus comes in. This is a song from Under the Floorboards. Here is a song from Where the Wall is Cracked, My Force of Habit. I'm an insect, and I must confess I'm very proud of that. So yeah, I feel like the last line kind of goes great into that chorus because he's happy to be under the floorboards. I mean, again, he's like a bug. I mean, my God, he's underneath your shoe. He's a scum underneath your toes, but he's okay with that. He's proud of that, and he's accepted that, whatever. And again, I just like, from where the wall is cracked, this is all very easy to visualize, and you can kind of see where this guy's coming from. A broken home, whatever you want to say, but just a broken place anyway, underneath the floorboards, and it's not always, it's not bad to come from underneath the floorboards. So now I kind of understand where the title comes from, because again, like I said, it kind of gave me a haunting feel, and I was like, whose floorboards are we talking about? But I guess, yeah, he just feels low, whatever, for like he's underneath the floorboards, whatever it is, but he's fine with that. I must confess, I'm happy to be where I am anyway. Second verse, I have known the highest and I've known the best. Again, there's points of some positivity at points anyway. I court death, all of its due respect, and I mean, you gotta, my God, it's coming for us all, sooner for some. But the brightest jewel inside of me glows with pleasure at my own stupidity. Again, it feels like he can laugh at himself. I don't know. That's what comes to my mind. And sometimes you would think from the get-go that this narrator wouldn't be able to, but it seems like he can. And, I glows with my pleasure at my own stupidity. My own stupidity, but it's fine. Whatever. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my own stupidity. And this is a song from Under the Floorboards. Here's a song from Where the Wall is Cracked. The same thing. I'm an insect, and I must confess I'm very proud of that. Again, I feel like that's the most poignant line there, and that says the most about the song right there. I'm an insect, and I must admit I'm proud of that. We kind of understand where he's coming from the most in that line. The third verse, the last verse, I used to make phantoms I could later chase, images of all that could be desired. Then I got tired of counting all these so-called blessings, and then I just got tired. And I mean, again, it feels like, maybe he was chasing what everyone else is chasing. I just spit. I apologize. I don't know if anyone saw it. But yeah, chasing after whatever these things that you got to chase after in life, or these societal norms, or just, these things that you got to be chasing after, or whatever it is in life. And he just got tired of that. He's just tired of these so-called blessings, whatever it is. And he's just going to live for himself. He's just going to be who he is. And he's fine with that. Again, I feel like, unless I'm dumb, that's not what's going on here. But again, this third verse just seems like he's done playing the game of life, whatever, and not in a bad way, like he's gonna end his life or something, but he's just done trying to prove people wrong or whatever the hell. He's just gonna be who he wants to be, and that's, as it goes into the third chorus, he's a guy that is under the floorboards. This is a song coming from underneath the floorboards. My goodness, here's a song from the wall that is cracked. Again, I'm not a perfect wall. I'm not, I don't have a great floor, whatever the hell it is. If you want to put these things together like that, again, it's just, my wall is cracked. that's who I am. You know, I'm a cracked kind of person. And then again, I am an insect. I must confess, I'm very proud of that. And then just repeat it on there, my force of habit. I'm an insect. I must confess, I'm very proud of that. Again, I just like how the song ends off with those lines there because, again, I feel like those are the most important lines in the song. And the most reassuring signs, too. Because from the get-go, I thought, okay, well, this is all just going to be very negative about himself, whatever. But again, by the end of it, I thought, oh, I guess he's proud of who he is, and whether people like that or not, he's okay with it. And again, it fits Morrissey to a T, to a goddamn T. So anyway, I guess that's all I gotta say on this one. Great cover. Like I said, I gotta listen to, whether it's in a video or I just do it on my own time, Magazine's original version of this, because I just like how punchy and jangly Morrissey made it. But again, how I don't know how much those lyrics say. I can't get over those lyrics anyway. And somebody commented last week and they said, what are you going to do when you're out of Morrissey songs? And I mean, I guess I'm just, Fridays are just going to be regular music reactions, I guess. I do want to do more Smith stuff again because my old, some of my old Smith's reactions are not the best. And so I want to do some of that again. But yeah, I don't know. So I just want to say that at the end of this. Anyway, so thanks for everything. Watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. I don't remember if I already said that, but thanks for everything. Talk to you guys again soon.